all right. We're on time tonight. Yeah, we're on time. Finally, at least for me, it still shows 11. So, appreciate it. Vigilante Wins here on the 15th episode of me playing Mouse PI for Hire. Is it 15? This game is taking me fucking forever to beat. Pause. Okay. Shit, I don't know. Because it's the YouTube changed their thing a little bit back, and I'm still not even used to all extreme settings. What it is? It is 15. Look at me guess right. Hey, LDG, he can't stay up. That's all right. Unfortunately, I can. And like I've said, I got to link up with you to see how you've been doing. Appreciate Nas. You appreciate you being here, man. Just making it through. Was feeling a little dizzy yesterday. Not sure why. Maybe a little dehydrated. But hopefully you can get. I mean, like I said, I would love to just get rid of this game. I mean, I know that I don't like it, but 15 times, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't, But it's been a tough game. A couple of those times was just like one boss. So it is what it is. All right, let's get it on screen. Let's get it going. And again, appreciate anybody watching this live or on the playback. I haven't made this a playlist yet. I've just been slacking on that. Been slacking on some of these things. Just been slacking. We're gonna over the next few weeks upgrade the visuals in here. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, this is part of the reason why we stopped. It was just like, okay, I'm too tired to.
Steve, damn it, ran off again. Hey, that's my. Oh no. That definitely was not my
using
car.
this Dodge. Or what's the other one? Is it? Get a brush. I don't even know what to do. I haven't been using that either. Which one button? I just realized how to use it the other day when I'm like, man, people doing shit I can't do. Apparently, I had to dash like the whole time. I thought it was something I had to get in the brush shit. I was like, man, oh shit, all that. Hey, Tom Jensen, appreciate you being here. Shit. Yeah, you was tweaking. Check out. You should definitely clip that. Oh shit, no, I'm dead. Which I haven't been doing too many clips, but I am gonna. We're gonna start doing videos on the music channel. I'm probably gonna do a studio tour first, and then talk about music, the music business as I see it. So those videos are coming up. We're gonna have a lot. This is We're about to get back going. Almost a new season of VigilanteWilliamson is coming. Almost is the best way to say. So this is the, it's like this. This is when you do season finale, in the fall. That's what and the football has a new season, and a lot of sports come back later in the fall. That's what it feels like, man. There's a lot of stuff is going to change. We're putting together a new musical project, of course. But that kind of hopefully is implicit. So we just released the EP in May. New project. I just want to be out by the end of the year. I'm not gonna. You serious? I want out by the end of the year. I think I can. I'd like to get 2 out by the end of the year. But the one that we're pretty, before you know it, we'll be halfway done with it. Because over the past week, I had off. Today was my first day back. But I got a decent amount of pre-production done, I'll say. Oh, shit, missed it. of the next project, and it's like, okay, there's still more to do, but not even it's sort of mapped out.
Gears of what?
Oh, you know what this reminds me of, Richard? Is I didn't read the shit. The kind of the Clock King, where he had Batman going through that tower. They never really used the Clock King like they probably could have. And that fucking I know they gave him another. He was on JLU. He was working with Cadmus. But the Clock King's just an on point motherfucker. He was giving Batman fits. Fucking Fugian. This reminds me definitely of that. Speaking of Mario, this would remind me of. Yeah, the sequel? Oh, jeez. What is a sequel? I remember him being in Justice League Unlimited because he was working with when they went and they stole something from the clock tower, and he was point man. But it's like, man, you want to talk about a villain you might want to put to screen. Obviously you don't want to do shit right now because you just want them stock where they are right now. But shit, you gonna do a Clock King story? He's on point. Hey, just listen. Just use the source material we got. You can use that. Maybe make Hamilton Hill, make him more like liable. Don't just do some simple shit. I mean, they did that for kids. Like, oh, you late because of him. No, make him do some real cheap gutter, like piece of shit. They're like, okay, I realize why he feel like he got to kill Hamilton Hill. Even though I don't know that he was wrong. If Hamilton Hill was the lawyer for the other team, and he told him to lighten up and shit, and he might have been trying to just play some mind games. Now it's still his fault for letting them work. But he might have had some. It might have been something to that concept. And he was, oh, I didn't know about that. Man, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. He don't believe you. You wouldn't believe you. Fuck. Plus, you grimy as fuck. You've been in the mayor for like 50 years. The fuck. You grimy as what's the Detroit old mayor? Comey Young. About as grimy as Comey Young. Shut up. Clock Queen. No, don't do that. That's what they'll do. No disrespect. For some reason, they love putting out of shape or weird looking sisters and shit. Not no beautiful black woman. They not gonna put no Halle Berry looking black woman, but they'll put like a super fat looking one with a weird head, and they make her the Clock Queen and just fuck it up, and then nobody want to see it. And they're like, oh, y'all hate black women. Like, no, I love black women. But y'all put this big-headed Cynthia Luo looking bitch, and then mad that nobody want to watch it. Yeah, little time device. Oh, yep, you're right. That was right. Yep, with Robin. Yeah, that was cold as fuck too. That was the real cold one. Elizabeth O says the Clock Queen. I said the Clock Queen. Oh shit. Nas, he was talking about Porter. Here we go now. If I ever change DC, right to die. Is Hamilton Hill still the mayor of Gotham still? Hey, listeners, I don't know who they got as the mayor, the current mayor. I would love to know who the current mayor of Gotham is right now in comics. I don't think they got somebody. Okay. Wait, did I just go in a circle? I did. Oh, that goes, okay. Nobody knows Mayor's Harley Quinn. Don't joke like that. They might do that. Shit. That sounds exactly like something they'd do. But what if it made the Mayor Harley Quinn? Okay, gotta get up there.
Looks familiar. This is the future. Just the future that'll never be.
something they'll actually do is make Harley Quinn the mayor. But like, who is the mayor? That should be a position that. Conor McQueen. I'll still take a wash BDH. It's better than no BDH. But yeah, that is also weird. They recast not just Marvel chicks, because they got Winter Soldier is supposed to be Harvey Dent. So why would you do Winter Soldier as Harvey Dent and Black Widow as Poison Ivy? If that's what they're doing. We don't know. We don't know. But, and you know, I know you're talking about this. Batman 20, what's it coming out, 28 now? Because they actually, I think they postponed it to my sister's birthday, all days. Shout out Sister Lanty. But, so okay. So that made it easier to remember. Oh shit, that's crazy. That's crazy. So okay, cool beans. We're going to have Batman 2028. And we're going to have, since you done brought it up, we probably will be covering Batman 2028. The pre-production, production, because I'm a Batman fan, so I'm gonna just cover it. So. And I'm probably going to watch it. Oh, by the way, midnight, I got an announcement. I should probably post it now. Sunday, we will be reviewing The Odyssey, fresh out of theater. Usually I don't, my brother happened to just ask. I don't know if he's been watching the show, but he asked, and, you know, it's been a minute since we don't see the movies, and it's been a minute since we talk. So shout out to Broderland. He's the man. He is the man. But we're going to see The Odyssey. So I got to give you the fresh out of the movie review. I'm glad it's something I've been doing anyway. But this is the movie, and this one I might do a separate review for. We're checking out The Odyssey. And I'm going to just let people know what it is and what it ain't. And then I'll probably do either a clip of that review or do a separate one after for the channel. So we're going to do The Odyssey. It's gonna be 3 hours plus, so I don't know what to set it for because the movie's at 7:30. More than likely, I probably won't even be home till like it's not that far from us, but it's like it takes for a 2-hour movie. It's like 3 hours because of the previews and all that shit. So you know this motherfucker. I mean, we probably not getting out there till 11:30. So if we're not getting out there till 11:30, is this the? Oh shit! Yeah. If we ain't getting out there till like 11:30, I'm probably not going to even get. It's probably going to have to. I got to be safe. Probably put it at 1. Did I do this already? I probably gotta set it for 1. And you know something? I've never read the original one. You can make 4 songs in 3 hours. I probably could if I really wanted to. I definitely can make like 4. I could finish 4 beats. They wouldn't be the best beats.
Crazy house.
And honestly, that's what I was doing fucking last week. That's why we got. It started off rough. Pause. The first few days, it was like, jeez, everything sucked. Yeah, we were able to get some stuff together. And oh wait, I got this track. Shoot, that's a project. And I'm like, I'm gonna put some other stuff. I want to do some more. Cause I'll tell y'all the ideas. Cause listen, the plan is to really do this shit for the next season. And I'm not paying no attention to this damn game. I'm just getting work. I swear to God, if you watch that Batman movie, Houston won't know who hit him. No, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna check. I probably am gonna go see that. Everybody else I can deny. I can deny. I'm now that I'm seeing the Odyssey, there's no way I'm seeing Spider-Man 2. And Spider-Man is probably the better of the two. I'm gonna be honest. Spider-Man's probably the better of the two. At least that's what I would believe. That's what I would guess. That if you had me guess which is gonna be the better of these movies, Spider-Man or the Odyssey, I would guess Spider-Man. And you guys have already kind of mentioned it. That runtime is no joke. The blood on Houston is your hands. Didn't read the book, study story of Greek myth. It's based on a battle of gods and men. Some gods are taking sides, let's see. It's supposed to be a Greek mythology and folklore. Don't know what this is. You know the movie I thought about? Nas isn't in here, is he? Because this movie, I bet you Nosferatu loved this movie. That fucking, do you remember the 90s Romeo and Juliet? How crazy that was? Like the first time I saw it, I thought it was terrible, and then like afterwards, I like kind of liked it. I actually thought it was pretty good, but it was so different. This is not gonna be that. I was hoping though it would though, and I would hope. Listen, I do like Nolan, but I do understand he has flaws, and he's, you know, some people are still at their heart that thing. Stephen Curry's one of the greatest players ever. At the end of the day, he's a shooter. That's what he is. No shame in it. He's the greatest to ever be a shooter. He's also a scorer. He's also a lot of other things. He can be a facilitator. He's a point guard. He can sometimes throw the ball out of bounds backwards for some stupid ass reason at a very pivotal time. But that notwithstanding, at his core, he's a shooter. In the same way, which way did I go or come from? Okay, I guess this way. Christopher Nolan's a cinematographer. Everything else, yeah, you know, he's a premise and a plot guy. He cannot write dialogue. He does not understand sound, and he also, if he can get one, he'll use a gimmick. If he can use a gimmick, he'll do it. Whether it's showing the movie in reverse, not telling you what the hell's going on in the movie and letting you find out as it goes, whatever it takes, coming up with a whole rule set for a world that doesn't, whatever it takes to. So, and that doesn't mean he's not still a great director, but because of how beloved a lot of his stuff has become, people forgot to criticize him and to call him and to call out when he does dumb shit. And I say people, some of the internet, there's that internet sketch of Nolan dialogue, so I'm not the only one. You know, it's been made. People know of it. It's a thing. It's not totally, you know what I mean, like, oh, there's been nothing on it. So yeah, you got the people who sometimes. Okay. Oh, what the fuck are you supposed to do here? And who is shooting me and how am I gonna shoot them? This is a cool new weapon. I wonder if I'll keep it after this segment. Happy night to you. I have never gotten into tabletop. Happy Dinosaur. Appreciate. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm just gonna fall. Appreciate you being here, though. I never got into it. I remember there was like a it became kind of a huge, not huge, but a decent sized trend. I remember like 2016, 17. Because like even I don't know about bar, but there were like places that you like. Oh, we're doing tabletop night. Like, oh, I didn't think this place would give a shit about tabletop. I guess if board games kind of got popular, tabletop kind of went with it. Ooh, fuck. I'm sorry, Marvel fan. I didn't see you. I apologize. I apologize. I'm still playing the game, so So I am not great at playing games and talking to people. That is kind of the joke. I actually suck at both. And when together, it's a mess. That's why I had to beat the one boss off screen, because it's like, okay, I'm not good enough to do both. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Not doing the best. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you do better. You're in the Battle Tab Magic the Gathering, pretty much inside a Warhammer novel. That lore, there's a vague interest in Warhammer, but that lore is intimidating. Like that just it just is. It's very. What is this? It's to me very intimidating. How in the hell am I supposed to get across this? Is it here? No. This is where I came. Pause. Oh, here we go. You've played Magic the Gathering a couple times. Probably live too far away from the game store. I see. Greatest movie of the decade. Did worse than the movie that came out 20 years ago. Can't believe the fake news. Way better than the Catwoman movie. Well, the actor. I don't know what movie we're talking about. And Catwoman, I don't remember as a movie. I didn't actually see Catwoman. I don't think. Even though I think we might have had it on like DVD. I didn't see Catwoman, but I heard it was terrible, so I didn't see it. So everyone said it was terrible. Like, all right, I'm not going to check it out. If you're talking about the Supergirl, she's not more attractive than Halle Berry, and no one, she would tell you that. She wouldn't even be that. And you know, if you, hey, beauty's an eye of the beholder. But I think, like I said, she would even say, hey, glad you're enthusiastic and stuff, but there are levels to this shit, as they say, in these streets. I think yes, I do think she would know she's not as attractive as Halle Berry. I don't think that's most human beings that exist are not as attractive as Halle Berry. And hey, Ogre Squasher, you not no, that's a joke. Shout out to this man. If this is an AI bot or something, say I'm taking Bella Ramsey. Nobody's taking Bella Ramsey over anything. Hey, Ogre Squasher. It says Mickey Mouse meets Gears of War. It's right now we're more Steamboat Willie meets some acid trip. I don't know what's going on, but we're still playing Mouse PI. What the fuck am I even standing on? And where do I need to go? I don't know where I was gonna go. You said ironically she's inspired design. Never seen this game. Yeah, it's called Mouse PI. PI for hire. This is not most of the game. This is not how most of it looks. It looks it's more like a 30s, 40s style look. Like I'm a private detective. It's supposed to be like a Pulp Fiction noir type thing. This is the surreal part that's not like the rest of the game. And I'm super lost. And that's why I keep falling. Film noir, yeah. Listen, if you really find Bella Ramsey more attractive than Halle Berry, good for you. God bless you. Love the black and white. Yeah, it's a cool aesthetic. It's a very visually pleasing game, and it's not the most graphically demanding for how visually pleasing it is. And that was the phrase I wanted to say the very first time I tried to speak to that concept. I don't know if I worded it quite as elegantly as I just did. jeez. What am I supposed to do? Elite trolling. Only a Trump supporter? Of course. That doesn't even track. Trump doesn't like black people. You know what's beautiful for who knows beautiful age? Linda Cardinelli, she's aging like fine wine. Maltese Falcon. Ah, heard of that. Maltese Falcon is a great movie. I haven't heard of that. I mean, I've heard of that movie, but I've never seen it. That's what I'm trying to say. Mr. Potato or Mrs. Potato Head, Bella Ramsey. You know, no disrespect. I don't want to just be disrespecting people, right? Because I'm not photogenic. Shit. I'll give. You know what? I'm gonna give Bella Ramsey a lot of credit as somebody who's insecure about, and that's been I think that's been holding me back as a musician and as a here we go, maybe as a YouTuber to some extent, is that I'm not that photogenic naturally, and then on top of it, I'm not in the best physical shape, right? And honestly, that's changing. I have to change that. That's part of what I said. This is going to be like a new season of Vigilante. I'm going to be on camera more. I'm going to do more videos. I'm going to do more content. I'm still finding that balance, but I'm going to do more. So for her to be an actress when, you know, she looks how she looks, I'm not going to totally bash her because I'm in no position to. That takes some kind of courage, right? People on the internet say things about it. I'll say that. That does take some courage. That's not easy to do. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do? Oh, Jesus. What's Trump's thoughts on black people? I don't know. I don't follow politics. I don't even know. That was just kind of a joke. I mean, that was an often thought of thing, is that the Republicans are quote unquote racist, and you know, Lord, I'm not going to get into the dynamics of that. Well, listen, all politics is work, right? The whole thing is a fucking gimmick. It's all designed to divide and conquer. There is a ethno-political element to it. There are indeed black conservatives and whatnot, and Lord knows there's a lot of racism on the liberal side as well. But there is not nothing to some of the talking points, at least, of some of the conservative talking points. There's not nothing to that. It can be sometimes overstated, and I would also point out that the understatement of the sort of quote-unquote so-called left racism to the quartering, right? Where the quartering was like striking people and shit. This is really far back. He was striking people for making fun of him, and I guess she supported him or something. And so, but I don't know the details like that. And we were trying to figure out, we never fucking did. But it was nonsense. Oops, I messed it up. It was nonsense. It was from what I could tell, it was just like, this is why I fell out. I didn't fall out, but I fell off with the whole FNT thing, man. I don't know if you've even been here for me here, because you know I appreciate you here. Hopefully you do lurk, but I haven't really been. You know, I still talk to Matt. Matt's still cool with a lot of them, and that's good. And I don't have no issue with anybody. It's not like I dislike, but I just, just the whole. Even though I'm about to make a movie about a woke movie, a movie review about a woke movie in the fucking Odyssey, but not whatever. But that whole woke anti-woke shit is just I just can't do it anymore for long. And there's certain things they do that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, especially a lot of people who they're affiliated with and whatnot. Some mayor in Portland. Oh Lord. Yo, that's crazy. See, this is what I mean by leftist racism. Somebody in Portland said he wanted to remove writing, reading, math from schools because it's hard for black people. Yes, incredibly racist. That's why I'm talking about the leftist racism. Does Portland know anything? Portland is like, isn't it the whitest major city? Yeah, he basically thinks we fucking retarded. Does hey Tree Rock, appreciate you being here. Well, Portland now has John Morant. And he can be with the people that love him most, Caucasians. Does Mouse P.I. have enough cigarettes for his multiple trips to heaven? I don't know. Hopefully they do. Because he's been getting murked on this stream, on these streams, all 15 episodes. I was weirded out when I found out people going to Fran from Frankenfran? Bad scientist from a manga that's not even Gooner bait? That's crazy. He's a vigilante, not a drama detective, fair enough. That was it, Rule 38 or Rule 34, whatever the number is. There's goonery for everything. The internet's nonsense. Yeah, does anybody else know what happened? What was the FNT Chrissy Mayer thing? If Ogre Squash here? Yeah. And then it's if you know something's gonna be bad, don't watch it. If you know something's gonna be mad and you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. They infamously got remember that Batwoman? Everybody was like, "Oh man, how did Batwoman get a second season?" Well, you got enough people to hate watch it. It was like the highest rated thing on CW. That's why I got a second season so quick. Your hate watch, and then once y'all stop hate watching it, they cancel it immediately. Your number, you shot up the number. 400,000 people watch the CW, which don't really watch the CW, so I guess they now probably do for NXT. But the CW happy to get those ratings. TV's happy to get those ratings because nothing rates anymore. Nobody watches TV. So y'all hate watched it into another season. And so yeah, the whole hate watching thing just is like, okay. You know, even though Marvel fan here likes Supergirl, I knew that wouldn't be for me. I didn't go see it. I didn't make a lot of content on it either. I'm not going to tell you, this movie's stupid and it's stupid. No. Now, the Odyssey, I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. There's a lot of talk that it might be bad, but there's also this is Christopher Nolan. He's a pretty good director. He has a pretty good track record. So I can't say for sure that, this is not going to be for me. It may be, it may not. So we're about to see. Don't mess with Bison. Yeah, the hate grift. It's a hate grift. And an anger grift. What in the world do I do? I am going to I'm dead. Actually, Happy Dinosaur liked it too. So I can't even say that. Somebody shoot me, kill me. It got chaotic and loud, just became noise, yeah. And then, you know what? They wanted to be a part of Hollywood. They probably still do. I like Duke Eden. Yeah, hearing about the Duke Eden scene, or, eating some alien animal shit, and it tastes like shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm good with that. And then her being drunk and pissing with the door open, like, I don't need to see this. I'm good. I'm cool on that, big dog. No, it can't. I'm going to see it Sunday. I'm going to see it Sunday, and I'm going to do a review right after Ogre Squash, and then I'm gonna put out a review next week. So I'll have it out. I don't think it comes. Is it? It's not out yet, is it? I think people can see it early if you got it like that. You know, but it's not out. But yeah, I said that earlier because yeah, my shout out to Bro Jelani. We're going to see it. My health, I gotta do better. But yeah, if you like Supergirl, cool. Just wasn't for me. And James Gunn. Sorry, Marvel fan. All jokes aside, his stuff it's just not for me. We'll see what happens with his long term situation. Oh, you might kill me now. Hit me in the head. Well, here's the thing with that, and to some extent I agree, right? Because we're in this slop era, that calling something slop, if it's slop, it's slop, right? But we do have movies for which the perception changes over time, right? A movie like what's this shit? Fight Club, which I like that movie, and I think a lot of people like the movie, but at the time, not everyone did, right? So people would have called Fight Club trash then, and maybe there's some people who did think it's trash, still think it's trash. That's fair too, right? But the opinion over changed. Now, I don't foresee Supergirl becoming some cult classic, but it could. Now, that doesn't mean the opinion is not valid, but it does mean it's just an opinion, and that's why it's like, well, and you're probably like, well, if this piece of trash becomes a cult classic and all them idiots, I guess. Maybe I'm being a artsy fartsy artist. I don't want people to call my shit trash. You know what I mean? And you having to live with, hey, somebody's gonna think what you do is trash no matter what. But there's like, I don't want people thinking I'm just trash. That's how it goes. But yeah, there is that part of me like, you know what? If somebody likes it, they like it, and they got a right to like it, man. And even Happy Dinosaur didn't say it's the best movie ever. He said it was average, enjoyable slop. That's not his words, but that's what I'm saying. Hey, listen, I understand that. I like F1. F1 wasn't fucking high art. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was Supergirl, but that's an opinion. Some people thought F1 was trash. I can see how though. Now I will say this: I understand why somebody might say F1 was kind of simplistic, or you know what I mean. Hey Sherry, 3 hours is crazy. Yeah, there's no way I'm not gonna go to the bathroom on it. See, now we're getting into the concept. Again, I don't see Supergirl becoming one of these movies. Oh, Snakes on the Plane was a good movie. And listen, they won't let Godzilla. Okay, I done missed a lot of stuff. I'm sorry for missing comments. We got to stand up people with trash. It's not too distant future. A Godzilla Melee remake. And a new Castlevania reboot. And an HD 2D Final Fantasy coming away. Okay. They won't let Godzilla rest. Well, I was just talking about they need another Hulk game. Shit, they need another Godzilla game. So, hey, Real Way, I'm sorry I missed you. I was so paying attention to the damn game. Through 2028. The future is retro. That's why I'm doing retro music. And so is everybody else now. And motherfuckers are acting like the whole... never mind. I was about to rant on hip-hop fans. I love hip hop fans, but boy, do they not know the world around them. Like they just like okay, I get it. Shout out to I played the Flex and Phoenix, and Tiger has him an '80s song, and I did a whole '80s retro album. It's still on all distributors now. Borrow Nostalgia that doesn't exist. It's still on Spotify now. So I've done synth stuff, and synth wave has been a popular genre for like 15 years. But I guess some rap fan, because of a couple recent hip hop / synth pop songs that lean more into the synth pop stuff. And it's nothing. 5 years ago, a Weeknd had a whole like retro stuff. There's been a lot of this stuff, but to people who only listen to rap, their minds are blown by this shit. It's like, what the fuck? I thought it fell off. I thought it was too late. Maybe it is. They're just like, see, that's another rant. Hip hop used to be like, the fans of hip hop used to be the people who were ahead of things. Now it feels like hip hop is the people who are the last. They're the last to know what's going on. That's another can of worms altogether. Let me get back to your comments. I'm sorry. Godzilla's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'd like Snakes on the Plane too. Vote with my dollar by not giving it to you. That's all you can do. Vote with your dollar. You don't have to like it. Everybody doesn't have to like it. I am being an artsy fartsy, maybe too nice, but it's like, yeah, I don't know how the world is going to judge something, and technically I didn't see it. Now, I'm not going to see it, but I didn't see it. Tell me a movie that's come out the last 6 years. In 2040, we're going to go back, say this movie is the shit. I mentioned like an F1. I did not see, what was the movie earlier this? Oh, there's a couple movies I haven't seen that I heard was good. What was it? Everything, Everywhere, at Once? Was it Everything, Everywhere, at Once? Is that what it's called? It came out like 2022. I remember playing the trailer for it, but I didn't get to see it. And there's a movie, I think it's called Project Hail Mary, that came out earlier this year that people like. I don't know that, so maybe those movies. Even though it's not the best era, we may have less per 6 years than we've ever had, but people still go out there and do it. Listen, do you want people to just feel like, oh, well, everything in comics sucks. I'm not going to read any new things because I know it sucks because everything sucks. You can't have that opinion. And you can. That's fine. And you can not watch, and that's fine. That's understandable. But if people want to watch and like, they're entitled to that opinion, even if I disagree. We're entitled to disagree. And as we were getting into the concept of things that, opinions changing over time, John Carpenter's The Thing, he says The Thong, but The Thing was a flop because E.T. came out around the same time. And then, Happy Dinosaur, it says Supergirl's okay. It's not, I doubt Supergirl is going to be a cult classic. I do doubt that. But I have to reserve the right as an artist and an appreciator of art. So if it's 3 hours, just don't drink anything. Yeah, I'm gonna miss something. I'm gonna have to pee. Snakes in the Play is fun. I'm missing stuff. Holy smokes! All right, Hey Lovely Sherry, Ogre Squasher thing, and Blade Runner did poorly in theaters, and they're great compared to the stuff today. Yeah, I have to see Blade Runner. I haven't seen it. Lovely Sherry saying hey, Wade saying hey. Both of which movies suck. I don't know if I think he's probably trolling. Snakes on the Plane is awesome, even though it's goofy. No, none of you people believe in 20 years we're going to see movies from this decade with positive views. I just mentioned some movies that have, and like I said, F1. I like F1. Or people might like F1 20 years from now. That was a simple, fun movie. F1 was. So I would say that now it's not going to be like a classic film. But it was fun. You getting made fun of. Because a lot of people don't like Snakes in the Plane. And it was goofy, but it was goofy fun. Real Wade has a link. Is this a live stream coming up? It is. So if you want to see Real Wade play backyard baseball, check out the link that he already posted. Won't be another whole game for a while since the Avengers flop. That's true. But you know what? Why not? Because you can't. You know who I would actually have do it, even though I've criticized their work, but it's for a very specific reason. You can have what's his name do it? Is it Rocksteady? Isn't it not Rocksteady? No. Oh my God! What's the studio that did Spider-Man? I can't think of their name. I have a string brain. Couldn't they reuse some assets from that and do that? Okay, 90s style rap is the best. You know what? I think the current rap that I'm gonna do is the best. But see, that's the thing. You know, if you have and I do like 90s rap and 2000s rap. And you know, I like rap. Honestly, I like rap even through to some of the current day. I'm not listening to everything current day, but there's some current day rappers I like, especially on the underground side. And honestly, I could use to listen to more. Snakes on the Plane 2, The Search for More Snakes. Well, you're a plane guy. What are your thoughts on Snakes on the Plane? I know you like planes. So that's half the battle. But yeah, you hear like synthwave on commercials now. Like synth grew into all the little yeah. Said 2014. Now it's yeah. You can be nostalgic for those synthwave albums from the last decade. There was I don't know when it peaked. I know I really got into it during the pandemic. I used to just listen to synthwave all fucking day during the pandemic. And I had heard of it, and I was already, not necessarily a synthwave, but just another revival. LCD sound system is what got me into synthesizers personally, and buying so many different synthesizers. So I've been aware of it for a while. I always was a Prince fan. I was always a lot of 80s the one hit wonders. I always love. I like the Smiths, not quite synth, but just the 80s sound. And I like the Cure. They had like some synths in their stuff too. So I was always a fan of it. And then that retro wave when Hotline Miami came out, I was playing that and I liked that sound too. And then it kind of blew up. Like I said, Weeknd did it, and then I think that skinny chick that used to babysit Jeff Jarrett kids, Taylor Swift did it, and a lot of people was doing that. And like I said, you can hear a commercial, and they'll do it. And there's been artists in the synthwave space doing the synth, for that whole time, like Time Cop, 1983, and the Midnight, and certain other groups and artists. So. And we will be bringing back synthwave Saturday night soon enough. Well, that's accepting of everyone's right is why we're here. This can't be argued. The numbers don't lie. Well, the numbers is going to tell. Listen, there's a chance. More than likely, for this film, you are correct. More than likely, Supergirl is going to be a fucking disaster. And always thought of as a disaster. It already is a disaster. It's already a financial disaster. And it's probably always going to be thought of as a terrible movie. Fizz has seen Blade Runner. But I can't just throw out everything. And I can't throw out people's opinion. The Anaconda remake was fun and goofy. See, people like that. People like that. E.T. won over Blade Runner. See, this is why I never held all these awards in high regard. They have no artistic merit. The things they award are their artistic merit, and they constantly show they only award what Hollywood wants them to. And that's the same for the Grammys. The Grammys don't matter. The Grammys are not talking about the best piece of musical work. They have no artistic merit. But it took years for people to catch up with that. It took them having to piss people off for people to catch up. But the Oscar, like you said, that's E.T. That's when Oscars are still at their peak. And everyone is popular and everybody cares about the Oscars, and millions of people are tuning into the Oscars every year. And they were still fucking up then. Before I was even born, technically. So that's why these things never had merit to begin with. It's going to take me years till I get to y'all comments, but we're going to do it. Current entertainment is fully most of crap. There's a few gems. Gems is a stool. I didn't see the Super Mario Brothers movie because I did not like the Sonic movie. I thought that was so overrated. Novocaine I'm not familiar with. Real Waste playing Mortal Kombat on his link. E.T. was conceived as a horror movie in Insomniac. Thank you, Happy and Fizz. Insomniac. Even though they're not perfect, you know what? I've been meaning to watch Ford versus Ferrari. Sonic getting ready for some Betty Ross missions. Maybe. Hopefully they're not that stupid. But they can reuse the assets. They can reuse the assets and they can save money. I was just like, you can just use the same. You can use a lot of New York and then use some of the. Is Insomniac also doing Wolverine? Because then even then it's even cheaper. Uh, you can't, yeah, that's true. You can't rip off Arkham Combat for the Hulk. The origin multiplayer Bane, no, Hawk is way stronger than Bane. You just rip off the game that you were playing earlier. Just rip that off. Yeah, Dream Wave, Summer Wave, Horror Wave. What the fuck? There was a bunch of those shits. I had a let me see if I can find a PDF with all the genres. It was like I had it like say because it was like this list of all these great albums by synthwave artists, and I'm trying to. I had it saved somewhere. If I could find it, and it had all these different genres on it. I'm making it even worse to fucking. Oh, where is this thing? Oh man. Okay, I can't find it, but there's a bunch of them. It's like Dark Synth, Outrun, whatever. At JetBlue, we don't have snakes. We have rodents. There's a TikTok going around with a rodent and the overhead. Running in the overhead light. That's crazy. There's a way for everyone. Yeah. 27. Oh man, you getting older. I keep thinking you're 24, but as time. Thank you for being on this channel that long. I'm like, I thought you was 24. Well, time is going on. He was 24. Now he's 27. You like listen to the 2000s, the 80s, 90s. I did that too. When I was younger, I went to. I just talked about the 80s. I was listening to like Steely Dan and fucking what's Fleetwood Mac and 80s stuff, and then listen to like old school rap, like 80s rap, 90s rap. Got into fucking DJ Premier and Gangstar and a bunch of shit. In my mid-20s. Goon Wave, that's probably already a thing. There probably is a Goon Wave. Rats on the Plane. Fun fact, did you know the New York Times bestseller list is an editorial recommendation and not reflective of sales? I did not know that, Happy Dinosaur. No wonder it's all bullshit. I thought Rats were on ship. They have leveled up. They flying now. The Mario Illumination, the Minions people. You know what? Even though that's a distinction from the same people who made Sonic, I don't really like the Minions in the Despicable franchise. I really don't like that franchise. I saw the first one. That was enough for me. I don't like them. I mean, I'm glad they're popular and shit, but I just don't. See, there's an example. And peace out, Happy Dinosaur. Have a good night. I do not like the Minions. Or it's Despicable Me. I think it's one of the more retarded franchises ever. That's my actual opinion. I think it's fucking dirt worst trash. But it's very popular. It's very popular. So, doesn't matter what I think. It's just one opinion. Sonic was paramount. Thank you for that clarification. Super Mario crushed everything with a giant hammer. Shout out to the Hammer Bros. Families loved it. PDF, not that type of PDF. See, we can't even say regular things. Saw Freemason symbols on the car. Yeah, some people hate Random Holland again. Some people, I saw a dude, he had like a Freemason like chain on. It wasn't like a super rappery chain. It was like a small charm. And then, a lot of people have the Freemason stuff on their license plate, on their windows. In North Carolina, there's a lot of Freemasons. They're just out and about in North Carolina. Retro Wave. No, don't join the Masons. He says, no comment. Oh, you a Mason? No. You are a Mason. And Fizz is now 24. And Retro Richard is 21, which I did know because I communicate with you. That's crazy. You guys are getting older. And we're all getting older. Thank you for being here long enough for you guys to age and still be here. That's awesome, man. What is this? What is this? Okay, hold on. I got Real Wade's thing first. I was trying to click your link, Richard, but talk about what? So I guess this seems pretty minor. And Meaningless, but whatever. North Carolina, did they Mason the battleship North Carolina? I don't know. What is this beat? Blooper? No. No, we're not listening to this trash. No. You're an ancient lump, but you're not a Freemason. No. Don't like the Minions movies ever, even when you was a kid. Yeah, I never liked the Minions movies. Or Despicable Me. I always thought they were stupid. All right, we got through the comments. I'm not playing it, no. I hate that beat. I know what it is. I'm not playing that trash. It hurts my ears. It literally hurts my ears. And Wade was trying to tell us about they raising the price of the parks for foreigners, so that sucks. So oh shit, we do got foreigners. So yeah, listeners, if you ever try to cross in America and go to a park, it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost like extra $100. All right, where the fuck are we? You'd have more money if you were. Okay. Yeah, if you're the leading Freemason in Canada. I would say Drake is probably the leading Freemason in Canada. At least the most famous one. Him or Justin Bieber. That's what I would guess. Yeah, just guessing. Yeah. All the money going for Indians for deodorant they don't wear. Oh man. Still getting shot at? He said, driving lessons, I wish. First, I just want him to be able to drive. So they driving like LaMelo Ball in Minnesota. No, Minnesota's on watch for LaMelo driving. But she was talking about the Indians driving. Sorry, Sherry. Shout out to India. Shout out to Sherry. If she's still here, I don't know if she's here or not. They start talking about. They said it. I didn't say it.
That's just rude.
Oh, here we go.
Now this is real hell. Steve, it's me, Jack.
Okay. Oh, we about to play some great. We about to be some bad.
You ain't taking me alive, crook!
Damn, he's really lost his marbles.
What is going on? What am I doing? I can't. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shout to Jinder Mahal. Man, I still think he had an underrated run. See, that's the thing. A lot of people look at Jinder Mahal as a failure because he was a guy who lost. They gave him the belt without no build. I thought I was supposed to run away from the card that tells me, not stay on it. Okay. Now I know. Because it said, I thought it was going to try to come to smash me.
You ain't taking me alive, crook!
Now I get it.
Damn. He's really lost his marbles.
Joker. Okay, so stay on the one that sharp. I said pause. Said rest effect. Some of them is. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the card was going to damage me. I thought it was going to. Yeah. I said what I said. Jade Cargill, Bianca, yeah. Especially the Jade Cargill. The recent shit where Jade Cargill's been but bad, and then they did the same thing with, what's the girl who I don't like? I talk about how I don't like Mommy, but she's better than Liv Morgan. And literally the same motherfuckers who were just complaining about how they were, oh, Jay's not defending the belt. They say Liv's not defending the belt. It's been 100 days. Oh, who cares? Are you serious? You cared when it was Jade Cargill, but now you don't care that it's Liv Morgan. And so it's like, okay, what am I to think? Especially because Liv Morgan is not all of that. She's not. Listen, she's not that full.
Right. I'm just calm.
She's not like that, man.
Great Gouda, that was annoying.
Looks wise or nothing wise, man. Or in-ring wise. She got over. Dom got these hoes over. Dominic got everybody
Jack.
over.
Oh, no, don't you Jack me. The hoops I had to jump through just to get to you.
To hell and back, right? Well, the back part's still up in the air. So, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, I don't know. Just saving your ungrateful ass that tried to kill me 5 minutes ago, by the way. I'm solving a missing magician case that somehow dumped me into a mess of angry mice, missing shrews, and mad scientists.
Yeah, I hear ya. But now you're here. It's time to move on.
There's no woman's vision
Move
out there.
on? You mean, like, go towards the light?
Heavens no. Move your tail out of here before something worse finds you.
I mean, I don't know. I made it this far.
Sure, but, Jack, I'm hiding here. You showing up kind of ruins the whole hideout part. You get me?
Ah, so the vaudeville drama wasn't just some flashy vanishing act. You were covering your tracks. Not bad. The cheese jug? Bit much, though, don't you think?
This is the guy I was
Come
looking
on,
for.
you know me. I always had a thing for dramatic exits.
So wait,
With
I
the big
thought that
mouse
was like a
party and
surreal
the
world.
mob on my tail, I didn't have a lot of options.
Yeah, somehow you never do.
No,
Look,
Steve
Jack,
Bandel.
I
I'm
tried
Jack
going
Pepper.
legit. I really sort of did. But then Betty, my beloved assistant, rest her soul, introduced me to Von Hartzer, old world professor, or the professor, if you prefer. Turns out we had a shared interest. See, this place, the unknown. I've been chasing it ever since the war.
This is a real
Spent
place.
most of my fortune finding a way in. Even invited a cult to help. I can't get rid of the bastards now. Ugh, always came up short. Till I figured out what I was missing.
Yeah, that's the main character's name. Yeah, this is...
The lifeblood of our world. Crazy stuff. Powerful. Problem is, it doesn't come easy. And I needed a lot of it. So when the professor showed up with research of his own, I figured, why not team up, huh? I provide funds, resources, give him whatever he needs to finish the portal
I
in
stopped
my
talking because
lab,
I'm about to say
but
something at the end of this.
the ink, the most crucial ingredient.
Came from the shrews, huh? God damn, Steve. I always knew you were a cold bastard, but this...
No, you got it wrong. Okay, mostly wrong. I told him about the shortage, and he figured the shrews, they have the perfect ink ratio. Efficient, he called it. At first, I didn't think much of it. Brought in the cultists to help gather it, but then I found out Von Hartzer was pressing the shrews, like literally
It's a weird
squeezing them dry.
story.
I couldn't.
What, leave the life you built?
I tried, but I couldn't. But when some mass psycho starts circling and the big mouse party gets involved, well, they don't do friendly tea parties, let me tell you.
So you ran.
Only logical choice.
I'm
Disappear
gonna have to look at
when
who made
no
this-
one
this-
dares follow.
this,
Lay
game.
low till things blow
Like the
over.
people, the individuals.
But now, I'm not so sure it'll ever be over.
I'm going to explain
Well,
what the
it
story
ain't,
is.
because
and I'll
those
call back.
eggheads are rebuilding the portal at the Kurtzville Nut House. I might have slowed them down a little, but
The nut house? Oh, son of a... I figured, but I hoped. Oh, damn it. This is bad, Jack. You have to go back. Not that I don't enjoy your company, but someone's got to put a stop to this. You have to find Von Hartzer and, well, blow whatever floats his U-boot to smithereens. Promise me that.
you know, Steve, this is your mess. Not your first, either. But I was kind of planning on it anyway, so yeah, sure, fine, I'll do it.
Ah, see? Between you, me, and Cornelius, you're always the one with a functioning moral compass. Thanks, Jack.
Ah, you're sweet. You're gonna give me a toothache. Now what about you?
I'm gonna stay here for a while, maybe forever. Time doesn't tick by the same as in our reality. I'm surprised you aren't asking a million questions about this place.
Steve, we fought in the trenches. I gunned my way through mobsters, authoritarian cretins, mad scientists, and crooked cops. At this point, I don't got the energy to be surprised. All right, so where's the exit? You gonna wave your magic wand or what?
Ugh, sheesh. Just step through the mirror, Jack. Oh, and, it was nice to see you again. All things considered.
Considering schmonsidering.
So, this story is first off, there's a lot of conspiracy stuff. Now, shout out to Hellboy, because they actually had it. I did that the Nazi party was experimenting with the occult, right? And trying to use the occult for things. People think they maybe did find something in Antarctica, and also, you know, some of that lore's been used for things like Hellboy or the Red Skull in popular culture. But oh, he said walk through the mirror, just looking around for everything. But in this case, in this story, this guy who's been the guy I've been trying to find since the beginning of the game, he's a magician. He got mixed up with a cult and some Nazis, and they are
Seems Steve
using
again wasn't the clean break I
shrews
wanted,
who
'cause he was still dirty.
are supposed to
Still a
be
bastard.
someone,
Still
you
that
know,
cynical
another group
son
that
of a-
rhymes similar, but they're using their blood to fuel a portal to that dimension.
Part of me hated that I felt relief. Maybe he changed. Maybe he finally grew a conscience.
That's Jack's old friend that we've been following.
I'm a fool.
And I didn't know him and
soft spot. Maybe.
Cornelius, I guess they was all in the army back in the day.
Machine,
in their, I guess, version of World War One. So yeah, that's crazy work. So yeah, I don't know if that was a thing that actually, like, did the Nazis use Jewish people's blood to try to fuel a portal? Like, did that happen? Like, I hope not, but that's what's happening in this fucking game.
Nuts, no matter how I slice it. May as well. You know how politicians are, Millie.
And it said, man, the street profits got to go to another company.
Never showing up?
There's no comment.
Yeah, something like that. He's probably up to his whiskers and handshakes.
I almost feel like we need another company.
Election season, you know.
If TNA was right, we wouldn't, but TNA
isn't.
Anyway.
Think you could call him? You're less scary than Uncle Take Care. Maybe he'll actually pick up.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Oh.
AWA.
Tell you what, here's a nickel. Go see Uncle John, grab yourself a soda. And if I hear from your old man,
Billy Corgan wasn't fucking retarded, NWA had a chance at one point during the pandemic, or right before the pandemic. I think they were just so cold, and even into it. But right before, they had like a cold little run of stuff. They kind of fucked that up. But part of me feels like we almost need a third American brand. Or, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, look who's back. Where'd you run off to yesterday?
Just following some.
Because there are people who don't fit either place.
Oh.
That's why I keep saying go to the Indies.
I'd gone with you.
Why? You think you missed out on something special?
Bah. The lights, the glam, the smell of genius in the air, and plenty of fresh cheese up for grabs, right?
Look, kiddo, the Dream Factory is still a factory. It may look like they're creating whole worlds, but in reality, they're just shoveling that number 9 coal.
I mean, if you're a screenwriter, sure, maybe, I don't know. But the stars, the tinsel
New Japan's trying to come back. They need a lot of help.
Space mice, or maybe some distant gods. Oh, you know what would make my day?
And they got to be able to keep the talent they have. Now they just sold. New Japan just sold recently. We'll see what the new owners do.
Something to brighten up my workshop. Please, 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 with honey-infused brie on top.
Yeah, sure. But you do realize all these big shots are just famous because they're snorting blue cheese and doing things you wouldn't believe, right?
Oh, quit being so negative, Jack. We all need to escape sometimes, you know? To get the hell away from the here and now. Even if it is just through a screen, it can make us feel like all's right with the world. Like we're home.
Yeah, but I already am home.
I don't keep that Hellraiser out, man. Just upgrade. I don't like that gun. I guess. Uh-oh. So this is a wild plot to a game, especially, you know, like, okay, they're extracting. The blood, very weird game.
You know, the moon's all government cheese, right? Big Barry's
You
keeping
got
it
a
under
conspiracy
wraps.
theorist character. There's a lot going on.
Jack,
Wanda?
you look like you just saw a ghost.
I did, sort of. I found him. Steve Bandel, alive and weird.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Nah, you'll never believe me.
Jack, I once printed your story about a rat burglar who swore a tiny mushroom alien on his head was steering him like a meat puppet. My tolerance for nonsense is limitless. So, where was Bandel holed up?
I don't know. I mean, really, I can't wrap my head around what I saw. It's beyond knowing. I still can't tell if it was the nuthouse fumes messing with me or just one of Steve's tricks. But yeah, I went through hell and back to get to him.
So what? He staged his own abduction? Why? What's the angle?
Well, look, Steve's always been about the money, but lately he's developed a little side hobby. French science, occult stuff. That got him tangled in a series of deeply questionable events.
I'm just trying to listen.
Well, shrew
And I realize it's
trafficking,
louder for me than you. So you probably
morbid
just hear me
science
breathe.
projects.
Sorry.
The real epitome of ethics.
He didn't do it all on his own, right?
That's the kicker. He got involved with some old world eggheads, led by someone who goes by the, nom de guerre, Z Professor. I hear they got in cahoots through one Betty Lynch.
Wait, the dead actress?
Wasn't quite dead back then, and Steve, in all his wisdom, gave those brainiacs full access to his work. But when things took a sharp left turn to cartoonishly evil, he suddenly grew a conscience. But the moment he did, he painted a big fat target on his back. So he fled, and now everybody wants him dead, including the mob and whoever fuels this scientific circus. And he's not exactly chatty about the details.
Tell me you at least slapped some cuffs on him.
I don't think he's into that. Besides, he's different now. Not all for the better, but I don't think he's the bad guy here. More like a guy who got in way too deep and realized too late. And wherever he is now, he's only dangerous to himself.
Well, that's a bit of an anticlimactic ending to a promising case.
Yep. He begged me to burn this whole thing to the ground, to, blow whatever floats Z Professor's U-boot or something. Gave me nothing substantial, though, and damn, I do hate leaving cases dead in the water.
Wait. Water. U-boot. Old world. You know, there's been talk at the Herald about a strange submarine surfacing at the docks. I was gonna run a piece on it, but it deflated real soon. It's got old world markings. You think that...
Wanda, you beautiful genius. You never disappoint. I gotta hurry to the docks before Z Professor goes on sabbatical.
Jack, good seeing you.
Some friendly advice, John. I'm not your grocery service, so if you're sending me on another mission to fetch whatever nightmare fuel you call food, think again.
No, Jack. Nothing weird this time, see? I hear seafood's the hot stuff on the streets lately, and I just so happen to have this antique recipe.
Right now.
Antique recipe?
I don't
What's
think
in
it's
it?
that important. I'm
Fresh
just going
turd bowl? Or a handful of crap cakes? Huh?
It's just a can of sea slugs, Jack. Relax.
Oh.
So, can I count on you?
No, you count on your own fingers, but I will keep an eye out.
What's crawled up his coat this time?
Sure. Oh, I know that face. You're onto something, aren't you?
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Maybe. I
gonna
got a
let it
lead.
play out.
A promising one, just doesn't have legs yet.
Well, lay it on me, Sport.
Word is there's this fancy steamboat where those crusty lobbyist types gather to play Who Controls the World over cocktails. I got reason to think all the cheese strings tied to the shrew racket not on that deck. I've even got a ticket. Pretty sure I'm not on the guest list, though.
Oh, let me see that. Where I'll be. I know this party. I know the boat. I know exactly where it docks.
Color me impressed and suspicious. Like, really suspicious. You sure you're not mixed up in this yourself, Corny?
Oh, please, Jack. I'm running for mayor, remember? I get invited to all kinds of hoity-toity nonsense. I don't even RSVP to half of them. Oh, I always send a stand-in. Gotta keep my ear to the ground. But I'm not about to step in a pile of trouble for fun. You know, don't piss where you eat.
I'd never. Makes the cheese taste funny.
Anyway, whoever you swipe this from, and let's go into the details. This thing's no good without a proper referral.
But?
But you could go as my representative. 2 rats, 1 stone. What do you say?
Words, usually.
Right. Just take the damn thing. Godspeed, Jack.
No, I'll cruise in at about 2 knots.
What is he, Drax the Destroyer now? Or the MCU version of Drax, right? Apparently, I'm putting together a whole comic throughout this game. That I'm keeping up with. I'm not keeping up with the baseball cards. I just don't play. Nor am I keeping up with these. With the comic game. I wish you could buy cheese. That's one of the most healing resources. We are going to at least start a new level. If we can finish it, we'll end the stream on that, finishing it, but these levels are taking me forever to finish, so I don't know that I'll be so lucky. So mean bitch. Brat. Shit, bro, just looking at me. He diesel as fuck though. Short dude.
Hey, psst. Boss. Bossy boss. Why'd you heading to the docks?
No, it's just a little cold.
No, not the docks. The docks.
Oh, yeah, got some business to drop anchor on. Why do you ask?
See, I've got this friend. Oh, we go way back. Got my snout out of fake cheese more times than I can count. The streetwise, mob-oriented, conspiracy savvy, the kind of guy who can smell a cheese storm from a mile away. And, well, he stuck his nose in the wrong mouse hole. Been dead silent for a week now, and that ain't like him, no sir. I went to my mob contact for answers, but all I got was a boot to the teeth. See, right here.
Get to the point, bozo.
Right. Word on the street is, I don't even want to say it, but they say he sleeps with the fishes. Could you check it out, just to be sure?
Yeah, I don't,
I knew I could count on you, boss. Oh, the best of bosses.
Sure. Just try not to wet yourself just yet.
What are we pausing? Mouse hole. No idea. Okay. That's crazy. Who's got all these saves? Wish it like mouse hole. Uh-oh. Alright. So the next level we go. see how this goes. What's back here? So this now I have multiple choice. Early in the game, you really had no choice at all. It's like, okay, see, now I got 3 levels. I wish a torta thought like you did, Nosferatu. I'd be a happier man. I wish a girl with a big booty and a good heart thought like you did.
This was where the hitman collected his pay, and someone was signing
One can only dream.
I could bet my last dime his bookkeeper knew the whole story.
Buying all this stuff, but I'm probably gonna have a boss battle, so it looks like, or at least a confrontation or something to some enemies. Maybe just a bunch of enemies. Whatever. Armor. And when I use this.
Oh, well. Film set props, film set rules.
The ice cream song? It is. Ooh, wrong button. This. You know, I'm still dead.
Now, where does a guy who cooks the books go to unwind?
How am I still around? I thought I was dead. Damn, nobody's here? Is anybody here? Can y'all hear me? Am I still on? Is this thing on? Sheesh. You see? Sheesh. So on. All right, Fizz is here. Retro's here. Who else is here? Okay. We gotta keep going. Oh, that's creepy. No, my computer was listening to me like, if you want to use diction, I'm like, oh no, I wasn't talking to you, big dog. Hey, Forbidden Ruin. Speaking of micro slop, mess with game settings, micro slop. Yeah, micro slop was just spying on me. That's great. Just great. But hey, Ruin, didn't know you were here. Appreciate you being here, though. Where the hell am I going? Here? It says I'm going. Look at something. Pick something up. Oh, okay. That's up here. Okay. Through here. There we go. You've been lurking? Cool. Linux.
I hear they call him bond. Municipal bond. Extremely effective.
Let's see if they get armor still. Might not repopulate, but let's check. No, it doesn't. Alright, let's get it in.
I hear they call him bond. Municipal bond. Extremely effective.
That was a lot easier at the same time.
So, this where you wise guys like to kill time? Maybe kill other things
man,
too?
this animation.
Oh, wrong place. Wrong guy, Stronzo. I ain't sure what you...
Buddy, I'm running low on time and even lower on patience. How this ends depends on how much you really believe in that hush-hush mob stuff.
Is that like a pizza topping?
Well, ain't you a comedian? Now, I know this place is your crew's little halfway house for business, and I know you're the guy signing the checks.
How do you find out?
Just now, when you confirmed it. Now, since numbers are your business, you must know where the cash flows to. Like, say, paying some starlets, keeping them entertained, keeping them quiet. And if they don't stay quiet, I hear that's another expense. Am I warm?
I'd never.
Look, I ain't here to audit your sins. I just want the truth about Betty Lynch. Help me close this case, and maybe I keep my attention on that instead of your, other expenses.
You ain't getting it. This thing goes deep. If they found out I talked, no, forget about it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm sure that... Hey, hold on.
Shit.
Hell.
Oh, it's right here.
Get lost. I ain't spilling nothing. Capiche?
So loyal of you, idiot. Too bad it's gonna get you killed. Somehow I always end up talking to the guy running away instead of running into the guy ready to talk.
So what is there to talk about? Like I said, new year, new me, or new season, I guess, new me. I'm just gonna try to update things, be on camera more, do more videos. I'm not gonna promise, like we're gonna have videos on all 3 channels on a regular basis, including this one, not just the streams but videos. Cause there's so many different things I could talk about, and I'm not talking about it. You know, sometimes I let YouTube's bullshit get to my head. Oh, no one's gonna see this. But even my Jaylen Brown video, 50 people saw it. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take 50 people seeing what I thought of the trade. So, okay, I'm gonna start putting up. I got a video on Epstein. I have a hot take about Epstein. It's not. No, it is a hot take. It is a hot take. It's that people. The hot take is people do care about Epstein. That's the hot take, because the current take is no one cares. We don't care. This has nothing to do with it with care. It has everything to do with fear. So I'm out. I want to do a video on that, because that's not the perception. The perception is nobody's going to do anything.
My tailbone's filing a complaint.
And that's because we have a society that's not really prepared for it. We're not prepared as a. We've been intentionally kind of ill-prepared. Ooh, that was not good. But we're not prepared for this. What would actually need. That's what I keep hitting the wrong button. The powers that be have conditioned us with so much fear, because they stopped hiding who they were. They stopped that. They no longer do that. Even this game is touching on it. They're kid eaters. Not only are they diddling these kids, they're eating them. They're doing all sorts of evil shit to them. Jay-Z just had a concert, and people were mad that he didn't start. You're mad at the fact that he didn't start this concert than these kids. So yes, there is that element. There is an element of people who don't care. There are people, like I said, so many people, they argue the percentage, 30 to 50% ain't capable of critical thought. So the media, whatever the media does, matters to them. Whatever the police does, matters to them. But we've been forgetting how many people there are on this earth. And we just think, because we see those people, the people that care, and you do see some of them. There are people who still talk about it, still cover different files. But of course social media is not. If your social media, even if you weren't evil, which they are, they're going to cover that or 20v1. Which you think they're going to drop in your algo? So the people who care are not going to be mainstream. That's why bro said the revolution won't be televised. He was trying to let people know that they're not going to report the real shit on the news. They didn't even want to report the Epstein shit on the news. So they're not going to really report the real shit on the news. It's all, you know what I'm saying? And then they're not going to look into it because they are the Epstein class, right? But the real issue is fear. Nobody doesn't know what the fuck it's going to take. We all know what it takes.
Must be cheaper to respawn than to cover a stun mouse's medical bills.
And it's in my damn name. That's what it's going to take. And that's a lot. People get over fucking whelmed, and they just say, you know what? I can barely pay my fucking rent. I don't, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just go and keep going with life. Because I'm scared, because even if you say, well, no, it won't take actual vigilante to change things. Don't you know that a lot of people who were educating us along the way got killed, they're dead for telling us. They're dead. People have died for telling us the truth. And we know it. The people to whom this Epstein thing wasn't a surprise, they've heard of Isaac Cappy or William Cooper. They know what happens to people like that. Seth Rich, McAfee. You know what happens to people like that. They oh shit. They die. They fucking die. That's the truth. Because when we say nobody, we want to say the police isn't doing anything. Of course they're not. Why would they? They're part of the class. Now, for some people who blindly back the blue, and if you're still stuck in a politics paradigm, maybe this is too much for you. But it's one big club. We ain't in it. They don't care anymore. That's why they're letting Diddy out. They don't care. They don't care what you think. They don't care. What are you going to... That's what they've said. And to some extent, they're punking us. And I get it. Not because I'm trying to say, oh, I'm just a punk. But I get... And that's why everything's happening. It's like the movie title I was talking about that people like. Everything, everywhere, all at once. That's why everything, the economy is what it is.
I just crunched numbers.
Oh, and running like hell is just for your figure, huh?
The economy is where it is. Everything is where it is. For a reason. You can be more distracted, social media, all that stuff. So you can be more distracted, but so you really won't do anything. Most people fear losing their life. And to really stand out against the people in a real way, it takes risking your life. It's a risk of your life. And that has people scared. Am I saying there's nobody that don't care? No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that if we constantly tell ourselves that nobody cares, I'm giving y'all the video. So right now, this is the video. I mean, I'm probably gonna re-record it. But if we keep telling ourselves nobody cares, we'll fucking talk it into existence. We do. If you're still offended and disgusted and repulsed and think somebody needs to be brought for justice to that, you're a normal human being, and you have the right to think that. And you should think that. The just truth of the matter is, they're not gonna be brought. No one else is gonna bring them to justice. The police isn't gonna do it. It's not gonna do it itself. It's not like, the FBI isn't gonna do it. And again, they are at risk. If you're a normal FBI agent, it's not Freemason or whatever, somehow you slip through the cracks to get to the FBI, I mean, you're not gonna investigate this. You know better. It's a suicide to investigate what's going on. But I mean, and honestly, we take for granted information that people die for. We take for granted even little shit. The Iran-Contra affair. The fact that the government was selling cocaine. I say little shit. That's obviously a massive thing, but it's something that's been common knowledge now since the 90s. Well, the reporter who reported on that, he got killed. He got killed and it was ruled a suicide. He died on that. And we take for granted that we know that. He confirmed, he gave his life. He didn't mean to. He didn't necessarily sign up for it, but he did give his life to make sure we knew that information. And we take it for granted. And now I got y'all going, so I'm going to get y'all comments. And I get the civilian. I get that. I'm not, like I said, I said that, so I know I'm reading back in the thing. I'm reading back in the time. Yeah, sports ball. We'll be talking sports ball on the sports channel, music on the music channel, and everything else on this one. That's going to be the go. They made it into a meme, and the civilian, does civilian deserve blame? Yeah. I mean, you can argue for fear is still to be blamed, right? I understand it. I'm afraid. The fuck? I'm just being honest. I want to speak to existence a reality that's not being spoken on. If that's a core tenet of all the channels, all I do is speak on things. I'm not always. Sometimes, like I said, I'm about to watch the Odyssey. I'll cover mainstream stuff. But I want to speak on things that are not being said. No one's saying we're afraid, but we are. We are fucking afraid. We're afraid because they're getting rid of all of our jobs. Things are getting worse. Nobody has any money. They're raising the price of everything. They're shitting on us for every way. They're getting rid of physical media. Everywhere you can look, they're shitting on you, and they're taking your kids and they're raping your kids too. And they're punking you and saying what you're going to do about it. And it's distressful. And so a lot of people, so I think even some of the people who don't care, and I'm not saying who you should blame or not blame. That's up to you. But even some of the people who don't care have fear to it. We're afraid to talk about it. We're afraid to do something about it. We don't want to die. And they gave us a little psyop guy and Luigi, but we wouldn't want to go through. He got the little fanfare, but we wouldn't want to go through what Luigi's going to go through going on trial. None of us want to try that. If there's another way, so I haven't heard it. I haven't heard someone do solutions. What are you going to do? Write to your congressman? What do you want to do? Are you going to vote your way out of it? Let's vote out. All we got to do is vote out the orange man. Everything will work out once we vote out the orange man. What do we do? There's only one way through it. Like I said, it's in my name. That was unintentional, but it's in the name. And I don't think people really want vigilantism. I can't remember where I heard it, but if they were to pass out indictments, it would extend to 80% of the federal government. I say fuck them, expose them all. I wish we could hand out indictments. But there's not a DA, even if you gave them all the evidence on earth that would do it. Because they don't even report a shooting in Galveston. The Democrat running for office, molesting children, not necessary. Somebody said this, said molesting children is not necessarily rape, and he paid a kid dealer to accompany them to school. Demons. And they're pushing it. They've been pushing it. They were softcore pushing that through the LGBTQ, that they want to touch your kids. Nah, look at all these Eastern Star women touching these kids. They got you to cheer for your kids getting abused on the internet. Because, I wish it was me. Some of these hoes are chopped, bro. Getting some chopped older woman to fuck you when you're 14 is not a good thing. That is not good for your psychology. But so many people so fucking set. So, you know what? I hate to take a feminist thing. I saw some crazy feminist thing that said all men are rapists, which is stupid. But there's a decent amount of y'all that's fucking disturbed. These a lot of men is disturbed. Especially because all these women is raping too. A lot of these women is rapists. So, I mean, all y'all rapists too, if that's the case. But that's neither here nor there. There are some weird motherfuckers. There's a lot of dudes that speaking that could use an FBI hard drive swipe themselves, I'll say. But that's crazy. But it's not surprising. We know the school system is just the diddler system anyway. So they will if they think it fits the narrative. Police exist to protect the state. An attempted assassination linked a federal judge taking a E-Link case, Epstein Link case. Shit. People are, it's about fear. And we keep acting like it's just disinterest, like it's just apathy. No, they shoot people. They kill them. They tell you it's a suicide. You know it doesn't. We know he's not dead. That's no longer a joke. They play it in your face. What are you going to do about it? Because if you do something, we'll kill you. We're not playing around. This is not a game. This is not a dance. We will kill you. Is Jeremiah Love as fast as Jahmyr Gibbs? That's crazy. Hey, Brandon Holland. I'm trying to get back into the football swing of things. I haven't been keeping up with, because training camp starts in a couple weeks. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of off season, but I'm talking about the sports channel. I gotta do those 8 videos on each division in the NFL, and I gotta come up. I don't have a Super Bowl pick right now, but I got a video about C.J. Stroud that's gonna come out hopefully tomorrow if I can finish it up. Police only exist to clean up the messes, and there's a 1% chance they stop a crime. Yep, because it's already too late. They already committed a crime most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, when there's a riot or something goes down, police get told to stand down unless it's a government building. Even sometimes the enemy gets told to stand down. German reporting on Zelensky's Azov battalion movements and then wiping out whole villages. Wow, and she disappeared like Jimmy Hoffa. Wish you remember her name. Wow. If they want you to die, they get rid of you. The 2-tiered system of justice. Yeah. And yeah, I don't disagree. Everybody who went to go see Jay-Z is to blame too. And they deserve their share. But that doesn't excuse the whole of the earth. Only, 50,000 idiots went to go see Jay-Z. There's still another, I don't know how many billion, because apparently it's not even a billion people in China, but 6 billion, who knows? Who knows what the real population is? Between 5 and 8 billion that still have their own thing, right? So I want to speak about how there's a fear and that nobody wants to speak of it. And it's sometimes easier to, don't nobody care, because you don't want to confront, no, I'm afraid of the fucking government. Nobody wants to say that. Because it sucks to say that. It sucks. Now, am I really afraid of the government just talking to y'all? No. But I'm afraid I'm not about to do nothing crazy. And I don't even know what there would be to do outside the obvious. Zeus. See, even Zeus trying to protect me from saying shit. Don't say nothing. Because he know who pours food. I'm not even not even a government building. Yeah, the Spads and Spaz zone. That was technically an act of treason. They succeeded from the Union for a few weeks in 2020. They took over a police station. The mayor says enough was enough when they marched to her house. Yeah, that's right. Only thing we get to vote on is stuff they think will pass. Yeah, like the Stratus Project. And shit, they don't even have to vote. Some of these data centers they're putting up without vote. The Stratus Project, they use the backdoor process to bypass the public. Yeah, they'll bypass the public if they need to. Soros, DAs, AGs, lawyers prosecutors for trying to prosecute the 5%. Absolutely. Prosecute if you're lucky. If you're lucky, they'll try to prosecute you. That's them being lenient. Like they did with what's the WikiLeaks guy? They kept him in jail. What modern lingo did I say? I hate doing this shit. I hate unalive and all the dumb shit. I hate whatever. What did I say? I'm ranting, so I don't know what I said. No, not Snowden, even though he's around. The guy, Julian Assange. Thank you, Rowan. They'll do you like him if you're lucky, because they just put him in jail. They just sent the bitch at his house and then she screamed, "Great," and lied and put him in jail. He got off easy. Isaac Cappy, they threw this motherfucker on a highway and had a fucking Rowan is on top of it. Had a fucking Mack truck hit him. That's what they did to Isaac Cappy. Seth Rich, they blew the back of his head out while he's fucking jogging in DC. So if they really want to be nasty, they'll just wipe you the fuck out. And Google what I say. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. Google will tell you, which is Google is now the resource. Google is the new library of what's it, Alexandria? The infamous library that burnt down that had all this knowledge. That's now Google. Google is now the stamp. Google and Wikipedia are the two things now that are the stamp of what is going on Earth and the confirmation of validity. Whether they should be or not, they are. Snowden is living free in Russia. Assange left Russia and tried living where there was a extradition. He's in a UK prison if he's even alive. Yeah, they put him in jail. Put him in jail, hit him with a honeypot. That was that. They put and listen, they put other people down. What was these some of these billionaires must have found out too much, these crypto guys. They put some of these fuckers down. How the fuck do you get back here? So yeah. But yeah, that's and we don't say that. I don't know if I could do a better job. I should time. What time it is in the stream? I don't know if I could do a better job. I'm gonna have to edit this shit. At least take the audio. I might switch the visuals out. I might use. I don't know what I'm gonna do. About hour 58. Hour 58. I don't know where to put this. Okay, you know what I can start doing? I just thought about something, and I am about to start doing it. Have a clip time thing. What is this? Hold on. So I'm gonna start keeping track of when to clip things. And I'm gonna just say around hour and 50, and what the subject is. I should have been doing this entire time. But hey, that's the thing. I should have been doing this and just had this handy so I can do it. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Can I please have visible text? Okay. Why is it? Oh, sheesh. Okay, fuck it. Okay, sorry to get completely silent. Okay. Okay. All right. I have this log. Let me just mark it. And I may clip it. I may do it again. I may use some of this stuff. But now I have this logged, and now I know what to do. Okay. Snowden's living free. Oh, yeah, I already said that. Got it. Google is the ISIS OG. The internet, when there's something they like, they blow it the fuck up. 2028 is the perfect time to pardon Assange and Snowden, do it live on TV. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. I'm surprised you would even think that he would. But
where did he go?
You almost got clapped.
That way?
Shit.
Thanks, kid. And nice threads.
I...
You almost killed this motherfucker. Let's see. Hey, shit, if you feel free
if
to
that
prove me
ain't
wrong.
drama, I don't know what is.
I would love for him to prove me wrong. I just don't believe in him. Please prove me wrong. Okay. Can't get you on that. That sucks. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Oh. Why didn't you just do that the first time? Fuck.
Now I know what a TV dinner feels like.
Okay. Shout out to... But why say this now?
Please. They see me talking to a gumshoe. I'm a dead man.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Check out a place that government. Why you
Oh, shit, I'm getting ran over. I'm silent now. I'm trying to shoot and shit. Any health? Yep. RoboCop reference. No, I thought that was a. I feel like a TV. That was a Die Hard. I thought. Or that she did it. That there was also a RoboCop reference and I missed it. I think it's Die Hard. But like, why did he say it? Nah, I've been in these vents, you know, the whole fucking game. That's the one I'm talking about. Maybe it was another reference. This man doesn't use that cheese. Shit. Oh, Dead or Alive, you're coming with me. Oh, yeah, that was a RoboCop one. I missed it. Oh, that's what he's doing. He's doing movie references. Okay. I get what's going on.
All right. I'm gonna go get the papers.
Isn't that a fucking reference?
Guess that's one way to face the...
Is that Rain Man? He just said they're doing movie references. We said get the papers. Is that Rain Man? Wait, what is that? Shit, now I'm fucking up. What is that reference to? After 12 letter points and new names. Funny how things work out. A little curve-shaped headache got sorted through the uppity lady. The exchange just no one quit. Grab some cash for 10 some stash. And you have you know who put this problem to bed. Wrong way on the track.
Runaway train never going back. Not very poetic, is it? That's a drop spot. If the books are there, this is my lucky break. But that other part of the letter gives me...
Oh, you're right, Goodfellas, yes! It's good, yes, shit, it is Goodfellas. I got two different movies. What did I say? I said Rain Man, because he said... It was the one guy he said it twice when he was... yeah, I remember. The Mob. Like Mickey 2 times or some shit. Thank you, Roy. Yeah, it does. It does. But that's the thing. They're doing movie references to some of the dialogue right now. So I guess that they're... Even though these movies in this universe would not have come out yet. Because this is the 30s. None of these movies are out. Impressed by the Bing response. Google give you some retarded shit. All smooth, no surprise there. The media coverage we got. Families are calm now. We're sipping one fondue from each other's snouts. That's so weird. Okay. Starting to get kind of tired, but we are going to at least. I feel like I can get through at least the end of this level. I feel like I'm right fucking there. I thought that blew this shit up too, but I guess not. So I just wasted health. Check it. You don't need to do all that. I do have this.
Whose bright idea was it to turn that mess into a movie?
You're gonna have either a boss battle or a shit ton of enemies. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, yeah, did not happen to the 50s. So yeah, that's the thing that inspired us. Yeah, this is out of time as far as the references to things. Referencing things that would be before this is actually happening. The event, yeah, I know what you mean. The actual event that inspired. The movie came out with the 70s or something, the original. Which apparently, speaking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the guy who directed Obsession, the hottest new movie. Oh, here we go. The best movie ever made, obviously. I think didn't you say it's one of, if not the most profitable movies about ever or something like that? But no, he brought up Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're gonna be using this guy to do the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think. I'm pretty sure that's the one they're giving him. All right, look at this. Let's do this. So, Ed Gein, yeah, he's a sick piece of shit. He was doing some nasty shit. He's the influence for Norman Bates and Leatherface. He's a real serial killer back in the days. Disgusting piece of shit. You do not have to describe how he did his victim. If you do not like, feel free to leave that information out. Because this is gruesome shit. I'll leave you guys. I won't read it if you do say it. Yeah, that's it. You can Google it. Just Google Ed Gein. You want to see a crazy girlfriend go to a big city, sit near a park? Well, hey, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. They spent $1 million on the movie. They paid him $15 million to buy the rights. They made $500 million. So I'm not saying it necessarily deserved all that. I'm not even saying. I think it's sometimes because there's not a lot of hype. Because I think the similar thing happened with Sinners, like where Sinners is a cool movie. I liked it. Is Sinners the greatest movie ever made? I don't know. It was cool, and I saw it before the hype. And so I thought, oh, this is a good movie. And you tell somebody to see it. Oh yeah, that was a good movie. And then somebody else tells somebody, and all of a sudden, you'd have made $400-500 million just for being a decent movie. As you mentioned, this ain't the greatest era. So if a few people say, hey, this movie's decent, that might be enough to generate enough. Buffalo Bill is also based on Ed Gein. Oh man. Used to watch Murder Docs. A lot of people like watching true crime shit. The true crime podcasting thing is a big thing.
Okay. This must be some
now,
kind of
what is the measurement of that?
Foreign film.
Right? Because $400 million is not the most profit a movie has ever made. He just ate that shit to the chest. Right? Because there have been movies that, even something like Endgame, right? Yeah, they spent $1 billion, but they made $2 billion. Right? $2.5 billion. So, I mean, the profit on that. But, like, how is it, like, profit to budget ratio? Is that what they're using? Because then it makes sense, right? But, like, maybe that's a bad example. I can't remember the exact numbers. It's not just the idea, it's the execution, though. Execution matters. Now, I didn't see the movie. I couldn't tell you if the Obsession is good. It's not my type, so...
Foreign film.
You know, I'm probably not going to check it out. But... no one has said Obsession's the best movie they've ever seen. It just hit a niche at the right time. You know, and that's another thing. I was just about to say. Wait a second, Blair Witch. You sure it's more profitable than Blair Witch? I don't know that it is. There's no way it's more profitable. Blair Witch, that budget was really small. They used to say like $700. I think it was something like 50 grand. And the Blair Witch could not happen today. Because the whole gimmick is people thought it was real. But Blair Witch should be the most profitable movie. That's a movie from the 90s. Nosferatu could tell you. No one got executed. My point is that sometimes it's not always about having the best idea. It's about just executing on the idea that you have and doing that well. But Blair Witch has to, wait a second, it can't be I'm just waiting a second, wait. What about the Blair Witch Project? I gotta check that. You know what? Obsession made, no, wait a second, the Blair Witch made like $700 million. And I know it did not have $1 million budget. Hold on, we're gonna we're Googling this. Something, and they are rebooting the Blair Witch because that'll never get the same zeitgeist. That they don't understand what they're doing to reboot that. But wait a second, hold up. Something ain't right. I'm not saying that's not the information that they're saying is not what they're saying. That I'm not refuting that. What I am refuting is whether or not it's factual. Sheesh, hold on. Part of me is worried about searching because of that fucking I don't want some personal shit to pop up. So hold on. I'm just saying most profitable movie of all time. So okay, here we go. If we listen to Google. Maybe okay. It's the highest return on investment. I thought Blair Witch made $700 million. What? Okay. So one, I was kind of right. The raw profit is Avatar, Endgame, Avatar, Titanic. Wow. James Cameron has 3 of these. And one of them came out in 2022. Wow, James Cameron is really him. And even though people talk shit about those Avatar movies, he's really fucking him when it comes to this movie shit. Holy shit. Yeah, let's Google this. Am I making up the numbers for the Blair Witch Project? I must be making them up. All right, Fizz, you were right on one regard that, yes, it did make more than Blair Witch. I thought Blair Witch made more than that. I thought they made almost $1 billion. But they did not. I made that number up. I don't know where I got that number from. But if we're talking about return on investment, Obsession is the biggest movie ever. But so that means you put forth the amount of money put forth minus the what was made. So okay. Because the 3 movies they had was Paranormal Activity. They made it for under $215,000, made $200 million. Blair Witch cost about $200,000, made $248 million. Obsession made $400 million. Mad Max made $100 million, being made only for $350,000. So okay. So those are the best return on investments. Profitability. Hold up, pause. You know what? Do your music. You can be successful if a movie. Yeah. Hold on. Let me make sure we're watching the right thing. No, we didn't even have the right thing up. Hopefully y'all saw that things. Avatar, Inland, Avatar, Titanic. James Cameron has 3 of the top 4 grossing movies. Like it or not,
okay. This must be some kind of
he is the king
foreign
of
film.
But listen, you know, I will say this. He did have a decent YouTube following. And so that kind of got a lot of decent, because I ain't seen the guy's YouTube skills. Curry, Parker. I mean, he was okay. He was solid. I didn't think he was the king of YouTube skits. They're pretty funny. He out there. You know, he did okay. Then, you know, I knew the movie and I knew he had directed it, so I had that much knowledge of it. Sometimes, you know, you just hit the right thing. You don't have to have, you know, even like, I was gonna talk about F1, that's not rocket science. It's a super cliche movie, but the visuals and the actual racing makes up for the story being kind of mid, and I mean that's not an original movie, but I still like it. It's like every movie ever. It's like fucking the Misfit, the old Misfit and the new Hot Shot. And he's just like, you know, it's so implausible. And he breaks so many rules that they never allow in the F1. But you know, maybe the clichéness helped.
Okay, this must be some kind of foreign film.
Because here's the thing, you can, and this is why people talk about how like simple things blow up. Oh, shit. I'm fucking dead. I'm probably gonna die. But like, sometimes you need some simplicity to get to the masses. The Degrassi clip about the chick who threw her ex off the hill, I'm not going to lie, I do not remember. I'm about to say vaguely. For some reason, I might remember if I saw it.
Okay, this must be some kind of...
Listen, I'm not trying to cape film, right? But I am trying to speak to, just as a... I guess I'm trying to speak to the economics of it, and just the perception of reality. Because again, it's not being that lauded. It's not really. I haven't heard someone say Obsession is the greatest movie. I've heard people say that they like it. I don't necessarily think it. Even if the idea is derivative, if the execution is good, it works. You know what I'm saying? Now, being derivative can hurt. Okay, like L.A. Knight ain't the most original guy in entertainment history. He's obviously owes a lot of his stuff to the Rock and Stone Cold, and right, it's not originality that has him over. So. You know, trying to emulate the Rock and Stone Cold ain't exactly the most creative thought that anyone ever had in their life. You know, that's what he does, right? Obviously, I think that's part of the reason he hasn't got over, and I think he could be overrated. He still has millions of fans. He still has people that buy his shirts. So even though on a lot of levels, if we're honest, if we're talking about of the humans that took professional wrestling seriously in their lives, he is a success, quantifiably and economically. I'm sure he's not worried about paying his mortgage. He may not be to the extent that he wants, but he's a quantifiable success. It is not based on originality. Right? There's still more. Shit. And you might say, well, L.A. Knight's more original than this guy. He might be. But originality is not the only metric that people judge. And yeah, L.A. Knight's careers of humans who have tried to be a professional wrestler is in the top 0.01%. Former, like you said, 2-time U.S. champion, former TNA champion, made millions of dollars, sold tons of shirts. It was a star in multiple promotions. Like I said, he's not struggling to pay his bills. Millions of fans right now. There's billions of people who want to be champion, who want to be world champion. So, L.A. Knight, he's a success. It's not because of originality. Simpsons brought Apu back. They should have never got rid of Apu. The guy who got rid of Apu didn't even mean to get rid of Apu. If you ever, I'm sure you probably have seen it, or at least heard of the documentary, but the guy, it was an Indian guy talking about, he made a documentary on Apu, and I don't know if it was a documentary, it was on how Apu has impacted the perception of Indian people, and it's not even an Indian dude, and then they got rid of, I don't think it got rid of, I think he does other voices, but he stopped doing Apu's voice. Then they hired an Indian actor, and then they just got rid of Apu altogether. So yeah, all over this guy, and he didn't even mean to have that happen. He said after it was too late, obviously. And apologies if I have one of those things wrong. Because who the fuck has thought about the fucking Simpsons in the past like 20 years, right? Especially the past 20, because it's been so long. It's been 20 years since they started to fall off. They had already fallen off by 2006. And they were already, whenever that movie came out, that was like the last little thing because of that movie. When did that come out? Like 2004? Right into it. How many of these assholes is it? Sheesh. Movie came out 07, so that's 19 years ago. It had fallen off by 07. The show, the last few years, of that, before the movie came out, the show was already trash, but people were just waiting on the movie because they knew it was coming. So it was like people were giving it a pass in this era. If you go back 20 years ago, they would have been giving it a pass waiting on the movie. And the movie was okay, right? It was okay. But they had already fallen off by then. So, I mean, I try to give all the details. I'll check to see what I missed. Sorry if I messed something up. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat now. I'm trying to at least get through this fucking level, man. And then, 'cause I would love to beat this fucking game. That would be nice. Is this where I went? I mean, this is where I'm supposed to go. Yep. 37 seasons, 808 episodes. And 90% of it at this point is slop. Pure, unadulterated, pure slop. And that nobody likes. Who is a fan of The Simpsons still? Nobody wants a new season. How are they getting produced? That's a question. You mean Sabrina Carpenter's auntie, the lady who Nancy Cartwright, the lady who does Bart's voice? I think did she retire? Adi Shankar, and he makes terrible video game cartoons, I wasn't familiar with his work with that. And I'm missing comments. And I apologize. I'm hoping this fucking level ends. And I can just...
Well, what do we got here? For crying out loud.
I'm dead. Shit. Surviving on Hate Watch. I can't believe it's worth whatever the funding is. Oh, I thought I was gonna do everything.
Well, what do we got here? For crying out loud.
Shit.
All right. Lesson learned. Just don't follow the damn train.
All right. So I'll take a break to check out the comments in a second. Oh shit. I'm gonna sell stuff. I did see what you said, surviving based on what I was last time. But yeah,
16 tons of blue cheese, some fancy Spike D home gadgets, and oh, look at that. One dead actress. Hell of a shopping list. And one hell of a smoking gun. I had the whole ugly picture. Now I just had to frame it real nice for that dame without losing my head.
This level. Okay. So I could do the other levels. But I'm not about to right now. I'm about to just save. And then read your comments and then maybe talk for a little bit and get out of here.
All right, time to have it out with that damn fine woman.
Okay, I'll do the stuff that's here though. I'll talk to her in a second. Where's the chick that wanted the poster? Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Hey, Jack. So?
Simmer down, Sparkplug. I got your poster.
Yay, effing A! Now, Jack, if you were my papa, I'd plant a smooch right on your cheek. With a hug.
Just don't ask how I got it.
Tinker's honor. Cross my tail and hope to die.
Oh, man. got enough for an upgrade. Something so. Okay. Okay. But going back to
Any grand plans, Jack?
I don't know. My brain's running on fumes. If this keeps
back
up,
to
I might
Obsession.
just
And listen,
check
I'm not trying to
myself into
cape
the
for it.
loony bin.
Oh,
I guess
good.
What?
in my old age, as someone
I
who's
ain't
still
crazy,
a creative,
you know.
who still wants
Oh,
to.
I know, Jack. I know. It's just that, I heard from a friend who heard from a friend that there's this, asylum for those impaired in some ways.
Look at this shit.
And apparently, a lot of celebs throw their wildest parties there, you know, like some real freak-offs. My other friend says it's all BS, though, so
She talking
I
about
need
freak-offs.
proof. That's where
What
you
is
come
with
in.
this game?
Tammy.
No, listen, Jack. Word is, this whole loony business is a scam. A front for the real tinsel deal. If you ever make it there, snap a photo and bring it to me.
She talking about they do
I'll whip
freak
up
offs at
something
the
extra in
asylum.
return. Deal?
This old crazy ass shit.
Yeah, sure.
That's wild. Wild work. But I guess, you know, I think there is some value in assessing Obsession. I hope that some of the things that work to this favor works to mine. As a musician and even as an internet personality, there is a fatigue. Like Obsession, part of the reason Obsession worked is because it wasn't Mandalorian and Grogu, and it wasn't what was the other shit they did? Supergirl. Sorry, Marvel fan.
Tammy's got me on a big job. I gotta stare at this bulb and make it crack with my mind.
The hell? And this is the slutty chick. Vivian McCarthy is the girl's name, Fizz. That's that character, Vivian McCarthy.
So, Mr.
And despite this
Pepper,
wild story, I would take a show if
did
they
you
did a show. on
find
this.
the culprit?
Oh, I would say I did.
Well, don't leave a girl in suspense.
Turns out it wasn't Kurd after all.
What? Oh. Damn. Such a shame he died.
Yeah, a real shame. Thing is, something hasn't been adding up lately. Ever since I paid a visit to Kurd's mansion, to be precise. So I find the kid, right? Next thing I know, I'm neck deep in cultists, the BMP, and the mob, with a cherry on top. Then, right in the middle of that mess, Kurd dies in an accident at the secret show.
Yes, that was quite unexpected.
Not really. Took me a minute to piece it together, but see, Kurd met his end right after I spilled the beans to you, Vivian.
Oh?
Yeah. And while the mob may have done Betty in, 'cause it was the mob, or their militant arm, it was the contents of their ledgers that connected the dots. With a note about some stuck-up dame drowning in perfume and death warrants. And no amount of perfume can cover up the rot beneath.
She a bad
Right,
guy.
Viv?
Oh, you wound me, Mr. Pepe. But let's not be rash. Perhaps we can come to some kind of, agreement?
Sure. You in cuffs behind bars for killing Miles Kurd. Grade A scumbag he might have been. He didn't kill Betty.
Tisk tisk. You're no fun, Jack. But, well, I got places to be, sunny countries to escape to. Ta-ta.
Wait, what? Damn that fine woman. Where did she go? Where would a failed, vindictive starlet go? See... Vivian's back at Tinsel's, no doubt. That grudge is gonna be the end of her. Their filth, yeah. just not the
default
trigger
tries
happy
to slip her
kind.
way out. Yeah, that was her default. And then she dipped when that wouldn't work. So yeah, you called it. She's a slut. In any event, we're gonna call it for the night. It has been real. It has been fun. It's been real fun. But if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. I will have a video up on the sports channel, VigilanteWilliamson Vengeance, tomorrow sometime, hopefully in the morning. So thank you for joining. I'll talk to you guys later.